because I'm expecting it to be kind of rubbish because of the fans. But there we go. But oh yeah, they can hear me fine. All right, hey everybody, I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations, and welcome to my chat room. Today we're sculpting a dragon. There's not a thing I can do about it. It's like what, 100 degrees outside. Welcome to the wind tunnel. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 fans and an air conditioner going, and it's still almost 90 degrees in here. But hey, Sabaya, how's it going? How you doing? How you doing? Oh man, and I've got allergies today as well, which is very exciting. Very exciting. Oh no. My hands are so sweaty I can't get them into the gloves. Oh no. Y'all, what are we gonna do? Okay, so we got some rain coming in, so it cooled off some. Thank you, baby. Whoop! It's okay, it's pinned to the stump. What all have you done with this towel? Can I touch my face with it? It's not chemicals? Okay. Well, hey, viewers. Hey, Bobby. Heat here, too, in northwestern Arkansas. Yeah. Yeah, you can have it back. So far, it still has no chemicals on it. All right. Ooh, I have to unravel some crochet. Oh, no. Be my moral support. You can do it. You've got this in there, Mare. What happened? Okay. It also doesn't help that I try to, like, reuse old gloves. Hey, Kathy. How's it going? So, we are working on... well, now that I'm gloved up, let's lollygag. So far, today, I've been working on these 3. So we got a new snout put on Petunia here, which that's going to have other things in it. She's not just going to have a, look at this pretty kitty. No chemicals on the hands yet. I can give her some pets. Ember's been keeping us company. Finished your first coffee already? Nice. Sabaya says, I finally bought polymer clay. I made my first little hobbit door. Oh, how'd it go? Did you like it? Did you have fun? It's my Ember cat. But Petunia's got her new snout this morning, and it's still curing up. I think I'm going to put peacock feathers on this one, just because don't she look kind of fabulous? And then this one's like going to be like magma or something. And then I also did the snout on this one this morning. Now this is just first stage snout. Like if y'all saw this one's snout before I put its front plate on, it looked deranged. But I'm very, very pleased with how it's looking now. I'm so sorry that I had the sniffles there, you guys, but yeah, like, let's see, let's check the, oh, my bad, it's only 85 in here. That's in this room. This room doesn't have any air conditioning or anything, so we still have these guys who look like they've been hitting the coffee too hard because they don't have their eyelids on yet, and they also, a lot of them don't have their snouts. These ones are ready for paint. So we have 5 now that are ready for paint. And then these ones, Thor and Purple and Maple and Blue Moon and Blue and whatever, I haven't named that one yet. Spike, sure, why not? They're all kind of, they are at where these ones that I'm working on were at this morning. So let's get it on. I'm going to craft along with you today. Well, that's awesome. I'll send some cool wind your way. Well, thank you. Thank you. But I'm sitting right into the air conditioning, so yeah, no eyelids. So let's see. This one has some really beautiful quartz crystals, but she needs some eyelids. So let's get some eyelids going. I thought I'd like that camera angle I don't. I hate it. Here we go. Back to where I'm used to. Da na 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 na. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I rearranged like my whole workstation, and then I've just decided that it's like, no, I can't live like this. Can't do it, Captain. Oh, I love the crystals too. Ooh, Amir says, ooh, glad I didn't start undoing. I see what's up. I didn't mess up at all. Nice. Tomorrow's my last day before vacation. Oh, nice. Still going for 21 dragons for this next con? Yes. Which is the most we have ever made for a convention. Last year we made 17. And last year's DragonCon dates, Labor Day fell on a different weekend, so we actually didn't have as many days in August before we had to hit the road. Whereas this year, Labor Day is full on in September, so we don't even leave the house until September 1st. And in my diary that I keep, like kind of like my, it's not really a craft log, but it's not a craft log. It's a 5-year journal that's like, like one page is 5 little sections, but you go through and do the first section to answer like a question for a whole year, and then you're on that page again, but then it's for the next year. Well, I've been keeping that journal for quite a while, and today in history, today, last year, August 14th, at least I think that's what day it is, we had 17 dragons on the table, and 2 of them were finished. It was like, hey White, how's it going? They say, hey Randy, says Andrea. Well, hey Ruth, do you sell the headpieces? I do. Currently we're making all of them for DragonCon. Yeah, today is the 14th. So today in history, yes? Sculpting dragons for DragonCon. That's what it was typed in the thing.
But that's not.
Okay, are you able to update that for me? Alright, you're the greatest, baby. But yeah, today in history, we had 17 heads on the table, and only 2 were done, and we had less days than what we currently have. So that's pretty cool. So right now what I'm doing is I'm mixing just some half balls of Freeform Air, which is a 2-part epoxy dough by the company Smooth On. Live chat if no one has mentioned it. Gotcha, let me double check. I am in all messages. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you, Amir. My phone has the sweater pattern. My laptop has light version. I don't know the difference, but the numbers are correct. Oh, gotcha. But I'm just getting it nice and folded and incorporated because I don't want there to be any variegations in color between the white and gray. I just want it a nice, homogeneous, fluffy mix. Because it is so warm in here that if I mix a full ball, it cures faster than what I can sculpt. Da 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 do 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 da 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 da. Yes, please. Da 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 da. Into the sky. Hey Cricket, how's it going? Hello, crafting buddies. And then I clean my gloves off because the Freeform Air does a really good job of sticking to itself. But the wetter it is, the dry Freeform Air, wet Freeform Air, it's gonna stick to the wet Freeform Air. So I just get it off of my gloves entirely if I can, because it'll heat up. It's not an air dry or a bake cure clay. It is a chemical cure, and so it does heat up, and it makes my hands extra sweaty. Da, But yeah, you can find our gallery of previous designs at backtoearthcreations.com. But we'll be putting all of these up for sale at dragoncon this year, and then if any of them make it home, they'll be going up on the website. All right, let's give her some eyelids. Thank you, honey. But yeah, you heard me say at the beginning of the...
I know. And that's why when I looked over, I was like, that's not what she told me the name of it was.
Thank you for checking in on me. All right. And here in the background, you may be able to see Randy is weaving scale mail. Don't hiss at me, you possum. You awesome possum. Oh, I need more light. Nah, it'll be fine. Do, 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 do. I could fly into the sky. So I'm breaking off 2 little hunks that I'm going to make into 2 little noodles. Hope you're doing well. I'm rhinestoning Pokeballs and hanging out with y'all today. Oh, that's nice. We're doing really well today. So I'm just using one of those cork wig heads. Putting a little bit of water. And the little clamp that came on the base is just perfect for clipping onto my leatherworking like tooling slab on top of my cedar stump. And so I want to get both of these. Time for some tea and a bagel. Oh, it's a bear. But yeah, today's live stream may be a little short. A lot of it has to do with whether or not the phone overheats from streaming, and also whether or not I'm actually able to get a significant amount of work done. So, ooh. Kathy's asking about your bagels, Sabaya. How do you take your bagel?
Huh?
I was just saying, how do you take your bagel? Asking Sabaya. Randy, you don't even like bagels, do you, Randy? Oh, okay. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Honey walnut cream cheese. Randy says, now you're just making up words. Hey, Brooke, how's it going? Not liking bagels? Hey, more for us. He also doesn't care for pickles or chocolate. We never get into fights over food. Ooh, cream cheese and strawberry jam today. That sounds lovely. So I just want to make sure that I'm getting in here and doing what I can to keep things symmetrical. What up, big boy? I can't pet you because I have chemical hands. And then I do have a little paintbrush here that I've been using all morning. It ruins the paintbrushes to use them like this, but it's inevitable. I need something. And I've not found something that works better than one of these cheap paintbrushes yet. So I do the freeform air in layers. Layer, 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 because I don't want to be grabbing the snout and deforming it because it hasn't been cured. But I gotta have somewhere to grab it by, you know, when working with it. And I don't know why, but this batch of freeform air, both gallon batches actually, are like gritty. So there's like, it's always been so smooth and nice in the past. Not this time. That's okay. We're dealing with it, but it's just another little step. Ooh, blueberry bagels with cream cheese. We're doing real well, Brooke. What are you up to today? And I'm just dipping my brush into a little cup of water that I have off to the side, because it doesn't slow down the cure or anything of the freeform air, but it does help my tool to slide more smoothly over the freeform air. Thank you, Randy. Now I also have my clay smushed out thin here on my surface. That way, hopefully it doesn't cure too fast. This one's got much angrier eyes than the personalities really do start to come out after a little bit. Ooh, croissants. Ooh, getting cooled down, right? Yeah, I was distraught. I had to fire up the oven this morning to bake some polymer clay because I made myself some texture tools that for the freeform air I wrap in cling wrap to keep it from sticking. So I just made a couple of little texture tools, which is going to save so much time. So magic happens in the details, and this certainly is a detail layer. I'm super excited about this dragon so far, you guys. All right, so now we're gonna do something to the nose because we gotta figure something out for this schnoz. She's looking kind of redonkulous, like. She's a silly girl. And I need you, and I miss you, if I could fall into the sky, just like ooh, like a bull nose? Oh, I like that. Hey, Tim. Gonna be blowing some serious fire out those nostrils. Well, hey, Adorb. How's it going? So I don't want to cover up the quartz crystals because I've actually got them backed in like I didn't use glow clay this time. I actually used a glow in the dark fluorescent hot glue that I'm very, very pleased with. Now, again, here you can probably see it's only by having the previous layers of freeform air be cured that I'm able to come through and blend these layers without it smushing, because it's kind of like sculpting with like a marshmallow fluff that's not quite as sticky as marshmallow fluff, but still sticky enough. If you ever made like popcorn balls or something, it's a very similar concept. I have to just keep dipping my fingers in water to keep it from sticking to me, but that's all right. That's all part of the course. My eyeballs burn. Well, welcome on in, Adorb. How are you doing today? Do you like dragons? I like dragons. I do. I really do, though. And so over on Kick, we've been doing live streams. I've been working predominantly on dragons, over on Kick ever since our midsummer auction here on YouTube, because prior to this, like prior to the midsummer auction, everything we were making was for the auction. And now, everything that we're making is for DragonCon in Atlanta, Georgia on Labor Day weekend, and I am so, so excited. This. Nice. Hey Wesley, how's it going? But yeah, we've been working on these over on Kick, but with DragonCon coming up, we didn't even have a shop update this week, you guys. Like, we're pretty freaking whooped. Like, we're tired. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Look at that little wagon. So now I'm just gonna use this paintbrush to get where my fingers don't reach. You can pick your nose, and you can pick your friend's nose, but you can also pick your dragon's nose. That's exactly how it works. In my experience, that is 100% how it works all of the time. I make no promises, my love. So now what I'm doing is I'm kind of trying to get like a little bit of a nasal ridge going, just to help distinguish like what's the middle. That line of symmetry becomes really important. And I kind of just want to buff it to a little bit smoother. It doesn't have to be perfect. This stuff sands really well once it's cured. And we're going to be adding more layers. So again, it doesn't have to be like perfect. If we keep fiddling with it. It's my dragon. I'll pet it as much as I want to. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. And I find myself wondering, should we do a little bit of texture? And I think not. We'll add some texture later on the next couple of layers that we end up adding. It's really important to change which angle my perspective is. That way I can see if there's a spot that needs some attention. Okay, so we're gonna move this dragon off to the side. Ooh, and then I'm gonna work on, who should I work on next? Let's give some eyelids to this bad boy. And that way, I don't grab her by the snout and mess up all of our hard work. Oh, well, thank you so much, Maureen. Says your dragons are fantastic. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun making them. You mean you're working on dragons over on Kick between all the giveaways? Yes, between all the, that's true, Wesley. Y'all keep us pretty busy over there. Virginia says, the dragons are coming along so well. I'm on my dinner break at work, so I'm going to spend this 30 minutes with you. Oh, well, thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a good day at work. How was CreepyCon? I don't know if I'd gotten an opportunity to ask you about that. Ice crystal dragon, yes. Wesley says, I'm finally feeling a bit better. Has been hard down all week. Gotcha. You guys, hope you're healing well. I see you are also working on a dragon. Hey, Kitsune, I am. I see you too are a sculptor of dragons. I'm something of a dragon sculptor myself. Oh, it's so busy at Spirit Halloween. CreepyCon was a lot of fun, but unfortunately sales were down apparently. Ah, okay. Well, you know, that is, sometimes that's just how it goes, but at least you had fun. Because we've done, what was it? That one con in Atlanta. That was not good or fun to go to. So I'm just smushing our freeform air out. And then again, gotta get all that compound off of my hands so that I can work. But otherwise, I just burn through gloves, and my hands are so sweaty right now that I couldn't put a new pair of gloves on without taking a break and letting my hands dry. So that is what it is. Caro pecan pie for breakfast? Oh, be still my diabetes. That, oh, I love pecan pie. Oh, wow, Virginia, good luck to you. The biggest tips that I can give about dragoncon are, if you're able to get in, get your parking and hotel situations figured out and like locked down as soon as humanly possible, because that stuff fills up really fast. And we always eat out of a crock pot because all the restaurants in the area put out a different menu. It seems all the restaurants we've been to, at least in the downtown area, put out different menus for dragoncon, and so they just charge out the wazoo. I live here in Atlanta but didn't have enough inventory to try dragon until this year. Right on. Oh, living there in Atlanta, that makes a big difference. Okay, so again, I've rolled out a little snake. If I could put in a request, I'm going to tickle my own like button. If y'all are enjoying this dragon action, go ahead and tickle the like button. I think it does something for an algorithm, and it makes me feel good on the inside. Just getting my noodle wet. And then just using my finger and thumb, I'm kind of cram packing because there's only so much space. And so instead of trying to make the noodles be the same exact size, I just make my fingertips be the same size, and then I pinch down until my thumb and my middle finger are like touching the cab and the foam. Thank you, Kathy. And I'm starting right here in relation to, and if there's any big hunks, I need to go ahead and get them out now because it's just gonna, on some spots it's not a big deal if there's hunks because I'm not trying to do fine textures and details and stuff. But on the eyelids, I am trying to do fine details and textures. Put some water on so it'll stick. And just giving it the old squish. And then pinching the tip off. So there's some very rough eyelids, but that's okay. And again, getting as much product off of my fingers as I can. And then I like to work on the bottom first because now, oh, thank you, Virginia. Pushing the freeform air up and away from the cabochon of the eye. I used 40 by 30 millimeter cabochons for the eyes on these. So I'm just scooching. It makes the eye look much wider, and the width of the paintbrush really helps give a little bit more space that I just can't achieve that kind of detail with my finger. Do you think freeform air would work on plastic? Probably need to scuff it up, but I wonder if it would stick. I use the freeform air on the Crazy Bones like ram and gazelle skulls, and it seems to do just fine. Again, scuffing definitely would help with adhesion, but I haven't noticed any chemical reaction between the plastic and the freeform air. Okay, and so now I'm going to start rounding down and getting some detail in. I'm new. Is it foam clay, air dry clay, or epoxy clay? Hey Jennifer, I'm using freeform air. It's a 2-part epoxy dough by the company Smooth On. I don't think my eyeballs look the same. They do not. And so I can get under here and then kind of lift a little and shape the curve there. And I like it because it's a chemical cure, so I don't have to worry about it cracking like I do with air dry clays, because I don't follow the instructions on air dry clay, and I would do much better with it if I did, but It's not in my nature to follow instructions, apparently. For better or worse, it's nobody's fault but my own. But I like to be able to like lay a big blob on and do what I want to do, and I don't have to bake it, which means I can utilize all sorts of other odds and ends and different found object components, and also like resins and things like that I don't have to worry about whether they'll bubble or distort while baking. Oh, we're doing for it, and they're so smooth. I was wondering how it would go. Oh yeah, definitely scuff them up first. And you never know till you try how something's gonna come out. So. Pass me by. I've been doing epoxy for 12 years. It's so easier. I will admit it's heavy. Right on. Now the freeform air is this stuff. It has a lower density. Like it's such a low density, it'll float on water. And it is comparably, it's about a third of the weight of like polymer clay or something. Oh, my dragons keep having a bugly eye, like one eye's bigger than the other, and I love them, but they need to get their act together. So I'm going to leave the top lids as they are because that's looking pretty good, but I've got to add just a little bit on the lower lid, which fortunately is already cured. Ooh, well, hey, Tibby. The work time on this depends. Usually it's about an hour. It's a little shorter than that right now because it is very hot in our craft room. So I'm working in like half batches than what I normally do, because normally I can work through 50 grams of product in about an hour, but nowadays with all the detail and stuff, I can only work through 25 grams before it starts setting up. But that's why the craft room's so loud today, you guys. So hey Barbie, how's it going? Oh, and Sabaya says, I got my giveaway today. I'm in love with all the cabs. Thank you. Well, thank you for being there in our Kick live streams. And thank you to Barbie for all the gifted subscriptions that enable those live streams. Ah. The biggest tip I can give, because I guess I'm a sculptor. But I still don't feel like one. Because even though we've been doing this for a while, I still feel so new. Like the more I learn, the more I become aware of how much I don't know. But don't worry about making something perfect, because I'm gonna stick my tool in it. Like I'm gonna accidentally poke this with my fingernail. So when something gets to where it's like, chef kicks perfect, just love it for what it is, because it might not last long. But don't focus on making things perfect. Focus on, uh-oh, I messed that up. What do I do now? Like, how can I recover from this? All right, that's still bugly. Let's add some more. Don't even think about imposter syndrome, right? Right? Well, because it's like, there's like, I can sculpt this, that's it. Everything else is like if somebody's like, oh, I sculpt a little froggy, it would be like, kill me. It says the little polymer clay froggy. What? It would. You didn't see the last time I tried making a frog, did you? It was all butt cheeks. That's just all it was. It's like a... Do what? Butt cheeks. Hence the kill me. Hence the kill me. But it was like, remember that Ace Ventura movie where he talks with his butt? Yeah. It was like that. Kill me. Like, I'm just trying to make Randy laugh, and it's like 1,000,000 degrees, and so there is no laughing. There's just sweat. They do, but the rest of it still looks like a frog. Mine was just a butt with like sad little hands. Okay, this is significantly less bugly now. I still refuse to call myself an artist. Well, I get it. I get it, Wesley. It's okay to be wrong. You are an artist.
I didn't show it.
What? He says, I missed it. Can I use... Oh, I haven't seen... Randy hasn't shown me memes yet today. Okay. In a while. Brooke says, I just worry about buying a new product that isn't cheap and mixing it up and it doesn't want to cooperate, but I could have some molds ready just in case. That's true. Can I use those with polymer clay? Use what with polymer clay? Barbie says, can't stay long, just wanted to see for myself you're still breathing. We are. We're sweaty, but we're breathing. Booty frog. Yeah, I could probably only use that as a rough base material to cut weight. I used to use polymer clay a lot to make jewelry, and I stopped because of carpal tunnel, unfortunately. Right on. But yeah, anyway, any way that you can cut down on the weight of something is usually pretty fantastic, unless you specifically are looking for something being heavier. But yeah, thank you for checking in with us, Barbie, the other day too. Oh, and also we received the cling wrap. Thank you. That's going to come in so handy whenever we move to Alabama. Woo! I'm exited. All right, now she doesn't look as bugly. She had like a big stink eye. Stinky. And now, I guess I put all my pins away, but I want to pin her onto the head because I don't want to be tilting her back and her fall off. T-pins. Used foam clay before, right? How's that stuff compared to freeform air? It stays soft, and that's really nice, but it behaves very differently. It adheres very differently, and it's apples to oranges pretty much. But for all craft supplies, there is a purpose. Oh, the cabs. Yeah, you can use them with polymer clay Savea. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Okay, and now, since we got a little bit of a different perspective, I can see her eyeliner wings don't match. And so now I can fix that. My cat gives me that look sometimes, oh, bugly-eyed. Do Sad Hand Butt Frog sounds like a great band name. Hey T-Girl, how are you doing today? Alright, so I'm going to see if we can... I want to give some details onto her grin here. So we're going to throw it on the ground. Oh yeah. Oh, and I haven't swept yet today. Dog hair flavor. So good. I'll just mix it in. Hot. Same. It's just, I'm having a sweaty girl summer over here. It's we still can't run more than one air conditioner per floor of the house without blowing fuses. And they're not just blowing anymore, they're like full on like scorching. So, which is concerning. The house is just trying to burn itself down, and we're like, please wait until September. Burn me down when September comes. When September ends, okay. Why are you the way that you are, little dragon? Right on, Minto. I want to do a collab with you in cosplay art. I'm camera shy, including most of the time. I'm quiet when working. Oh wow, right on. I'm. It's not that I don't work well with others. I'm just wildly inconsistent and unreliable, so I don't often do collaborations. But you know, you can always send me an email or something, and. Uh-oh, I got a big old sneeze coming. Excuse me. She's like, pardon you, madam. Excuse me, y'all. Yes? Yeah? Did I sneeze on you? I'm sorry, Randy. Because it blew back into my own face. So, I thought you were in the clear. How are we going to do this? Because we're crafting a smile here. Alright, I'm going to start with... Oh, well, thank you, y'all. Wow, 59 overnight. That'd be amazing. Made it 100 years house. Give them a couple of months. Oh, well, damn. Right? Well, it's the shade trees that were outside are just gone now. And so it is just hot. Like, it feels like we have heated floors up the stairwell, which is the western side of the house. But that's okay. We shall persist. Oh, that's so good that your AC got repaired, Kathy. Yeah, we have an Instagram. We are Back to Earth Creations on all of our different, like, all the social media. And then we stream here on YouTube every Friday and Sunday. And we stream on Kick Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And we post new, usually tutorials, but lately they've been like blog posts because, again, flaky and inconsistent. But at least I'm still showing up on, it's supposed to be on Tuesday, but I didn't get it posted until, what, Thursday this week? At least I'm the only one that I'm letting down, hopefully. We hope that that's covered. Oh, Randy. Y'all, look at my beautiful husband. He just finished weaving another scale shoulder. He does so good. He's an absolute beast. Ooh, how do you get your ideas for colors and designs? Valerie, that's a really good that's a good question. A lot of it is we start by painting the dragon eyes. That's what sets the tone of the color scheme. That's the last one at all. Oh, Randy, that's phenomenal. That's another project into the done pile when you finish this one. Because he finished all the mantles too. But we paint the eyes and just have fun with that. And then we go through, like, we kind of pick through our resin horns that are like the duds from whenever we cast horns for the booth. Like, if they come out, you know, just if they don't pass quality control. Oops. Oh. I dented it. And then we kind of just go from there. Since I work in batches, I try to make sure that I don't want to make all of them purple. Because if I just did one at a time, it would always end up purple, just because that's my favorite color. Randy is in beast mode. But I'm kind of low-key been begging him to slow down, because I'm like, I need both of us to not be burnt out whenever we get to DragonCon. And he was like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. And I'm like, Randy, please. So, hey, Amaryllis, thank you. But, so since we have 21 dragon heads on the bench right now, we're going to be trying to do different color schemes for each one. Ooh, I just remembered I have some iced coffee. I would love a hit of that ice pack, honey, but I can't right now. Thank you, though. I'm going to put on my super suit after the stream. It's just ice packs I wrap my body in. Cheers, everybody. Randy needs a chill pill. Well, Randy needs like $60 million in a foot rub. So,
66
right on. I know your family helps at DragonCon, but if you ever need an extra hand, I will happily volunteer. We will keep that in mind, Virginia, for sure, because you never know what comes up. Okay, so I have a few more. Got a little bit more clay here. Let's do some detail dots. And so I'm just breaking the little balls in half. And then I'm going to go like, ooh, let's do them here and here. That's a pretty good spot. The dog fur is always free. Actually, whenever it gets dog fur in it, I just roll it in and then put it on a, can't see it. Iced coffee. But no, DragonCon's always been a time of like high octane excitement / stress for us. But this year is even more so because directly, like, we don't even come home from DragonCon. From DragonCon, we are dropping our booth off at the new house. And I don't know if it's going to be during then that we meet with an electrician. Do it? Okay, we'll be coming home before dealing with an electrician. But we hit the ground running when we get home. We start packing up the house. We do another trip back to Alabama to meet with said electrician. It's all very exciting, but it's also like, in the best possible way. But because it's everything we've worked for the past like decade, you know. It is exciting. Right on, Jennifer. Thank you so much. So again, just tearing off a little bloop bloop. If I take too long, it starts to cure and doesn't like stick. It's all happening soon. It is a mare, and I can't believe that it's happening. But also, it's just taking it one day at a time. But because right now, the only thing that's in our hands is how well prepared we are for DragonCon. Because if we don't do well at Dragon this year, it's not going to be because we didn't do the prep work. Does this one sound like Sean Connery asking for Kevin Costner? This one actually talks with a lisp. But her favorite movie is Dragonheart, so No. Randy, you're terrible. So yeah, you can see it starts to drive me nuts whenever it sticks to my fingers more than... Okay, story time. So we were at a convention, and it was a slower convention, and this kid came up, and it's like, we're not going to be rude to a kid at a convention. It was like a Pokemon convention or something, but he came up and he... Just an anime convention? Okay. I'm not about to get into an argument about whether or not Pokemon is an anime or a card game, but... or a video game. Randy's just shaking his head.
Pokemon is life.
Do what? Pokemon is life. And well, he had just this young man had just gone to like a voice actor panel, and so he was like, "Do you want to hear my voices?" And it's a slower convention, so I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And for 20 minutes, he proceeds in the same voice, which is, not gonna lie, a fairly decent Sean Connery impression. But he'd like, how would he do it? How do you?
This is my Wolverine voice.
Yeah, he'd do the same voice to be like, this one's Wolverine. It was just like, oh, buddy. Oh, man.
This is my Lindsay Lohan voice.
Yeah, it would be like, this is my Shrek voice. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's all right. But, so, but I hope he stuck with it, because the old, you get better with practice. But it was borderline excruciating, but I am not about to stomp all over a child's dream at a convention. I'll just fester on it and make fun of it 10 years later. No. On the internet. But no, it was sweet. Like, but, you know, how many people when I was a kid and was like, look at this picture of a horse I drew. We're just like, oh, that's nice, honey. But it was really like the horse had vampire fangs and was eating a rabbit. It wasn't nice. Oh, and Mare, I appreciate you. I cold brew my coffee, but I'm too Puerto Rican to actually drink cold coffee. It's gross to me. Only cold brew my dark roast to help lower acidity because of acid reflux. You do you, honey. This was iced coffee. Now it's just room temperature. Num, 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 num. About 86 degree coffee. I see Randy's elbow. It's a nice elbow. He says, stop looking at my weenus. Oh, well, I threw that one on the ground too. Time to get it. Alright, I told myself that if I hadn't worked through 2 balls in an hour that I had to log because my productivity wasn't high enough. Do what? But I'm gonna keep going. Do you think that's alright, babe? Yeah. So if you want me to keep going, tickle my like button. Don't make it weird, Randy. Always feels like somebody's watching Randy. Oh. So I'm just giving her some like little nose deets. We want to see Randy modeling his work whenever he's done. I mean, if he shows it to me, this will be our last chance to. Next stream, Randy needs googly eyes on his elbow. Randy says, now who's making it weird? Should I put some dots on the nose? Yeah, okay. Not permanent, just put them in there for a little bit. I drink iced coffee daily with 4 tablespoons of sugar. Ooh, goodness. Just sugar, or do you put like cream and stuff in it too? But any product that gets stuck to my fingers, I'll just rub onto the where I'm trying to get it to adhere to, and it helps. It helps things kind of stick. To the core of this is Foam It 8. It's like a DIY styrofoam. I had sculpted the original out of monster clay and made a silicone mold. And then prep the mold with like a ease release. I don't remember what kind of mold, but it's something that's specifically for like the urethane plastics, because they can be really hard on the silicone, I've been finding. And then we use Foam It 8, which is self-skinning, so it doesn't have any exposed like styrofoam cells, and it machines really well, so we're able to like sculpt it, or no, sand it, yeah, and like use a rasp and stuff to kind of sculpt it that way, which I think is really nice. Oh yeah, picking your nose. All right, so she's not done yet, but we've made some nice progress, I think. I don't know if I like those dots. Yeah, I'm gonna do that instead. Right on, Les, Minnesota. I gotcha. Aw, hey June, how's it going? It's coffee o'clock. Yes, coffee. Alright, so now I need to use this up somewhere kind of quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it around to the back side. And boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Because if it sits here and cures, it's just going to lose its stickiness, and it's just going to get harder and harder to deal with. So I fill in the space in the back. Oh, Andrea, I'm so sorry to hear that. Discovered my love. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. Right on, Chippy. I think it's great that we've got options like that nowadays with the zero sugar stuff and like diet and all the different things.
Okay. No tortilla chips, no lasagna, no water.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay.
Most of that I can get finished.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, did you want lasagna for dinner tonight? Okay. What are the horns made of? The horns are made similarly out of the Foamit 8. So again, I had sculpted them out of monster clay. These ones are Foamit 8. These ones I cast out of resin. This is the only time he's done it. Oh, but still though. Oh, Andrea, is the laptop still functioning? Cricket's not, it's wine time. So I don't want to put too much in between these different foam areas because I like there to still be a little bit of mobility in the cap itself for whenever you're putting it on and off. Yeah, more free fur. And it would actually be really wise of me if I went ahead and put in a layer of the foam scales that we're going to be doing, because then I could have covered them with the, I'll do that on some of the other heads. But I usually cover this foam cap with more, like we use a leather strap punch actually that's intended for the tips of belt tips and stuff, so it's got a nice like shape to it. Well, we were just using those last year to cut out some different scale shapes and putting them up, and then I just cover the cap in more of those foam scales. Is it just air dry clay or a different kind? This is a chemical cured clay called Freeform Air. It's an epoxy dough, so I mean I call it clay a lot, but it's it doesn't air dry and it doesn't bake, but once you've mixed it, you've got kind of like a pot life. But it's super low density, so it's really lightweight. But these things still end up being pretty heavy, just because anything that you wear on your head feels very heavy. Gotcha, Andrea. And now we get to come through, and I'm going to use this texture tool that I made this morning with a little bit of cling wrap over it because it gives me something to hold on to. And I'm just going to dip it in some water. Oh, that makes me so happy. Because in the past, in years past, I've always hand done all of the texture, which is nice, but totally demolishes my elbow after a while. And so now I get to just come through, and it doesn't look like much, I'm sure, but once we put the paint on it, it's going to be pretty awesome, is my hope. And now all of our clay is used up, and I can come around here to the front and go ahead and make sure that all the details are as I wish them to be. If you'd made a handle for your texture tool, it would look like something completely different, right? Well, in like one of them I made just to be finger shaped. That way I could reach into spots. And then I made one that's kind of not as flexible as I thought it would be. But anytime that I have handles, I'll be poking stuff on accident with the handle. So I went the no handle route on this one this time. And I hope that that'll be the right choice to have made. All right. And now I'm going to be using a silicone tipped, conically shaped, like a brush tool. It looks like that. And I'm just going to add in some details. And again, just a little bit of water helps the tool to slip more easily. Well, hey, Withers Away, how's it going? Now, I have incorporated too much water in the past, and it does start to, if you like make it into a slurry, it does not perform well. What else did we do? We did the eyelids. We did these dots, but I want to leave them smooth. And we did those. So I think that's pretty good. Ah, these ones right here. Okay. We already said what color she'll end up. Oh, I don't know yet. I think this one's going to be like peacock themed. Because she's got these like tanzanite purple up here. I don't know what I was doing with the pink. She might be an orchid. I might do her orchid themed actually. This one's going to be orchids. Never mind. Not peacock, orchids. Hey, Julia, how's it going? Because I thought her horns looked kind of like those orchid mantises. You know, like, come at me, bro, come at me. But in the past, from past experience, I have learned I'd very much rather sculpt in texture than have to take the time to paint in details. Yes, Freeform Air by the company Smooth On. This isn't sponsored or anything like that. It's just exactly what I needed. And then I've also used, they have Freeform Sculpt by Smooth On, which is very close to like epoxy sculpt. It is very nice, but it is heavy. I just apply a little droplet of water and then brush in some little texture lines. Right on. Well, I have some silk floral that I'd like to use. Side side. Give me my stinking plant shelf. Eee. It's stuck. There we go. What? It's like, oh, nothing. Ah! Alrighty. Well, that's enough of that. So these beautiful, like, orchid silk floral that I thought would just be gorgeous. Like, kind of peeking from behind or on the side. And I'm so inspired by my garden and stuff, so whenever I make dragons, I do like to make them be that kind of floral, and I want my pieces to be just as beautiful from behind, you know. So I'm literally in the middle of doing my own dragon head. Oh wow, I've done the form and horns and painted eyes, but about to do the clay topping texture. Oh nice. Oh well, thank you, Andrea. Oh well, hey Rumpelstiltskin. This is a combination of like a DIY styrofoam and a product called Freeform Air. The styrofoam is Foam It 8 by Smooth On, and then this is the Freeform Air, a sculpting epoxy dough. But we're about to, yeah, let me do some details on her schnoz. Poor Randy in the background just slaving away. I know. He's such a sweetie. He's on his very last scale shoulder, which is phenomenal. We've got Maddie. She's in college right now, working over the summer, and she's making some of our scale mail for us too. But that's really freed me up to be able to. We're doing 21 of these dragon heads this year for dragoncon. Last year we did 17, and I think we only brought like 2 or 3 home with us that then ended up finding new homes after dragon. Yeah. We hadn't sold Deepsea yet. We hadn't sold Reignited, and we had gotten somebody was going to do a payment plan on Celestial.
That's right.
Yeah, it was the year before that we didn't bring any of them home. Right? T-Girl says, "Lord, I need a Maddie." But yeah, just coming through, adding in some little beats. There we go. Well, good luck on your dragon head, my mind self. Do you have like an Instagram or anything where we can see your creations? I always love seeing other people's dragon art. Alright, I don't know where my, got a thing that, a black light? I don't know where it went, but let me swap out for a different head. I have a baby sister, but she's got a day job. Well, let's get this dragon scooched off to the side. You okay, Z-Dog? It's like, no. It's a million freaking degrees. I'm 100% not okay, Mom. I'm not okay. All right, so this is why a big reason of why I do this to myself every year whenever we've got a bunch of heads on the table like this, is I do a little step. Did a row go wrong? Do you need help? He's a tweaker. But I did a layer on the other one, and now I get to do a layer on a different dragon. That this morning I did this part of the snout, and now it's set up enough that I could put a thumbnail print into it. Like, it's not completely hardened up. That takes 24 hours. But I can gently keep applying more detail layers and stuff. I've got to get over my perfectionism on my dragon, right? And that's doing 21 at a time. There ain't time. I ain't got the time or energy for perfectionism. There we go. So now I'm going to take, this is 25 grams. Is how big we usually make the balls in. I'm just going to split that one. And then I'm going to split that one. And then we'll just mix it together. Orange sherbet, yes. Come with me to the kitchen to make dinner. Aye, aye, Captain. Myself says, I have some pics on my personal Facebook, but I don't have anything dedicated to my art. I should. Right on. But yeah, we do have a community page here on YouTube too, so if anybody wants to share their work over on the community page, it makes it a little bit easier to find than like Facebook and stuff like that, I've found. Just folding and smushing. If I start a dragon designing demo, I'll call it How to Frame Your Dragon. The right nostril looks smaller than the left from my perspective, and it may be. I'm not trying to make a perfect dragon here. I feel like perfect dragons are well done through 3D printers and things. My nose isn't symmetrical either. Randy says, I'm perfect. I know, baby, but... yes, you're perfect. All right, there we go. And now I'm just gonna get my gloves cleaned off. But yeah, for any perfectionists out there, the things that I say to myself when I'm crafting, to be like, because there's like I've had to make a hamster in my brain that is my cheerleader, and anytime my brain's being overly critical, or anything like that, that hamster in my brain will go like, I have made so many dragons over the years. Not a single one of them has been perfect or symmetrical or anything. And we don't have any in stock. So it'll be fine. Ooh, garlic parmesan chicken pasta. Ooh, still eating on a pork shoulder. No need for the oven. Nice. Okay, so now, let's see. It's looking pretty good from straight on. Ooh, your wiggle wiggle. They're both roughly finger sized. Kitsune says, I needed that, Vaughn. Thank you. You're very welcome. And so another thing that I like to do is I did these earlier this morning. And so now whenever I come in, check this out, because we'll be able to take, let me get, this dragon is not symmetrical, and that is okay. Yep. Well, I mean, it gives the dragon some personality in the face too, like a grimace or a sneer or a mischievous smile. Oh, right on. Okay, put a picture of where mine is at on the community page, but been hesitant on what to use for texture, so I'll definitely order the Freeform Air. Like, really easy to use. Yes, it is. It definitely wear gloves. It's a well-ventilated space is a good idea, just because it does have a little bit of a smell, like, not too bad. Like, it's not, like, noxious or anything, but I do keep a fan that just blows fresh air across, like it blows the smell away from me. But now these ones that we had done earlier in the day, the new clay fits in very comfortably, kind of smushing in between, which I think is very nice. Oh, I'm glad you like them, Kathy. Oop, more dog fur. And like any sculpting medium, it just takes a little bit of practice to get good and used to it. Hey, Karen, how's it going? There we are. Let's see. And this one, for the paint job, she's actually going to be completely painted black. Well, actually, she's going to be completely painted neon orange down in all the crevices and everything. And then we're going to be painting her completely black. That way, these two need to be the same size more. It looks like magma, like crackled. Ooh, Andrea says, Vaughn, are you streaming on Kick too? Not at the moment. Why? Alright, so just putting that one down and putting that one down. And then I'm just going to use my fingertips to do a little bloop, bloop. And a little bit of bloop, bloop. Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm not seeing all the comments on YouTube. Do you have it on live chat? And so the more texture and coolness I can give, and then I'm going to have it dry brushed in like a metallic red. Is what I'm thinking for this one. A little bit of Z in every dragon head. Definitely a selling point, right? And so now I'm bridging the gap between what is the foam head, like the foam cap, and what is the... Because like the cap is made out of like Silly Winks EVA foam, like 5mm. Because I was going to make leather bases, but I needed to line them in foam for comfort anyways. So I'm like, we'll just skip the leather because it just adds weight. It's on live chat, huh? And as I add a little dot on one side, I go ahead and add another dot to the other. My art studio is in my garage with fan portable AC. Thank you for the info. Super appreciate. Oh, well, thank you. It's my pleasure. Dragons are a lot of fun. But I get kind of bored seeing my own dragons because sometimes I feel like they all start to look the same. And Brandy assures me that that is not the case, but I love seeing other people's dragons. So you can't really see, but I'm doing like some scale work on the undercarriage. There's this part here where there's 3 layers of foam. That way it's all folded around and stuff. Where'd my... I dropped it. Where'd it go? Sometimes it goes in my pocket. Does anybody see where that play went? Oh, heck. I mean, it like vanished. Ah, there it is. A little bit more Z hair. Nice man just brought me more screens to register on their press. Lucky me. Oh, get back to it. there's a way, there's a way. If there's a way, there's a way. The whip says nay, nay, nay. If there's a way, to the way. How would you secure a dragon eye for wire wrapping without covering up too much of the eye? I want to make some necklaces, but not confident in chainmail. Gotcha. I call them Oksana style wraps, but the ones where it's like you do the 4 wires bound together with like half round, that can be kind of turned on its side and is a really great way to do, if you do like a bail on each end, sort of. It's a really great way to set an eye without covering too much of it. And I tend to not do too much texture right here because that's a nice place for a person to be able to grab and adjust. Groovy Dragon Eye Blanks, new product line, hint, hint. Well, the calibrated cabochons, your girl's tried, I'm just going to say. The calibrated clear cabochons that we get have such a low wall, like a low girdle or bezel wall, that it's very, very tricky to get it to be grooved without chipping the glass. So until I can produce that high quality of a glass in my own kilns, I don't know if grooved dragon eyes are in our future. I'm just giving a little bit of pinch and shake to that one. How are you doing, baby?
Redid
Hmm?
Just redid that one.
What had happened?
The second wasn't
Gotcha. Oh, good recovery.
okay.
Perhaps clear cabs? We may be able to make them. I mean, we can make them, but they have bubbles in them. And or they are irregularly shaped. And instead of paying, you know, gosh, what is it per cab if you order them off of like Amazon? We'd have to charge like, you know, we sell them for like $6 or $7. So these are some of the reasons why we have not done that. Oh no, are you still without a glue gun, Kitsune? That one didn't come out too bad, but I'm gonna have to sweep because it's a little nasty. Because my stump still needs shaved. It's got all like it's behold my shame. So it's just shedding cedar bark and dirt and stuff from where it was out in the yard, but I needed something that was the right height, so here we are with a big dirty stump in my house. Ow. Well, hello, dragon. Alright, so that's a little bit less flavor. I had to pick up with the clay when we drop it. There we go. And so now I'm going to take this polymer clay texture tool, and I'm just putting some cling wrap over it. And then I have to be careful because this is what the buildup of the freeform air that's on my glove. Everything that I touch when I'm gloved up starts getting nasty like that. But it's a working on stump. It is, but I'm working on making a mess. And so I don't want to be pressing so hard that we lose the distinction between the scales, because that's where a whole lot of our what you call it, that's where a whole lot of the neon is going to be settling into when we get to the airbrushing stage. But all of that texture is going to be very, it's going to pick up on the dry brushing really well. Right on, Kitsune. Oh, I wished I had worked on both of the sides simultaneously, but that's okay. Now I get to try to make this side match. Unfortunately, since it is a large 3D piece, and since these are like on the sides of the dragon's head, it doesn't have to be like a mirror perfect symmetry. I love this air conditioner. I just wish it were a little more effective. Those are some interesting ideas about glass molds, Brooke. Have you seen any of our glass fusing tutorials or shorts? It's been a while since we've made some, but that gives you an idea of what the current molds that we use look like. and the grooves get added after the firing. And that really helps simplify the mold. T-Girl says, has everyone remembered to hit the thumbs up button? I am avoiding going out to the shop. You can do it. I am happy with it and would order more without hesitation. Oh, I got my package with the 3X halter dress. I wear a 1X on top and a 2X on the bottom, but the dress fit pretty well. I was afraid that it would be a low back. Gotcha. Well, I'm so glad that it fits well. I don't even know if we have any left, which is an amazing problem to have. But our tie-dye sold so well this year. We barely have any left for dragoncon. Which, again, best problem in the world to have. Well, hey, hey, Propol, sorry, Burnt Most. How's it going? Getting that one on there. And then we're going to do a little bit of a pinch. Just because I like that little bit of style on that one. Now we're on the charger. Oh, Memories is wearing some now. Nice. It's my favorite way to add some pops of color and fun to my day. It is hot, 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 Pro. Heat index of 112. Holy mackerel. Yeah, we sweltering up in here. Getting it done, though. So I'm just applying little... How late is too late for coffee? It depends on how hard you get hit by the caffeine, really. But I'm just gonna place them and then squish so that they can spread out and like touch each other. Oh, Pro. I haven't even looked at our bill for this month. Where are you going to be getting your second job at? We might join you. We're going to mold them in there already so you wouldn't have to worry about thing tabs breaking when grinding. Well, I think the glass would still be very fragile and brittle to be thin-edged and have a groove in it at all, because part of it is, even if I can get the groove into it, it's once we start wire wrapping it, I really need about, on OnlyFans. We will not be joining you over there, Pro. Good luck in all of your endeavors.
I got fans.
Randy's like, I got fans. We've got 5 fans right now.
Pointed at that one.
Oh, well, what about that one? You can, I'm not catching anything from those 2 fans over there, babe. So you do whatever you need to do to be comfy. There we go. It would be really cool. Huh? No, thank you. I'm still working on one. I can't believe they're out of bottles of water at the store. Well, yeah, that's true. But we still got lead in our pipes, so we're drinking bottled water. There we go. And so now we've gotten all that texture, or all those scales put down, wetting our texture. I'm going to zoom in a little so hopefully you can actually see what's happening. Well, hey, Nance. Oh, excellent. Oh, I'm so glad it was easy for you to find. So some of them are already kind of set up, so I'm just going to come in and I use the little finger end shape to just add some texture. Yeah. Some of the tools I prefer to the tool in the saran wrap, and other times I just like to put the saran wrap on there and get all super duper freaky. There we go. And so you can see I didn't want to press so much that we lose the distinction between. And we can also always come in with a paintbrush and start to deepen some of those lines again and almost make them look more scale-like. So just different ideas. Oh wow, Valerie. You think bottled water from Missouri would be going, like southwestern Missouri, would be going all the way to Indiana? I don't really know how the distribution centers work around here.
I have no idea what the distribution centers
Gosh, that's terrible though with all that flooding. I'm just making sure that I've got texture in all the little nooks and crannies. Alright, and then let's work on this nose a little bit. I want to build up a jaw, like the top ridge line, like kind of along the teeth. So we still have this here. And so I'm just going to set this in place, because this is a different technique for doing scales. There we go. The eyes are glow in the dark, but it's like an orange glow in the dark. So it's not nearly as vibrant as I think I would have liked. I don't think I like that. Whoop, slip that off. Is that okay? So if I don't know exactly what I want on one part, then I'll just move to the next part of the dragon. I'd like to repeat this motif that we have up here on the horns. Hey Coffee Bug, I'm using Freeform Air. It's a 2-part epoxy dough by the company Smooth On. And so I just do a dimple pressed in the center there. Let's zoom in. And if y'all are enjoying these live streams, please do give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe if you're into that. We live stream every Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. and Sunday mornings from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. But you can also sign up for our free newsletter at backtoearthcreations.com, and that way you just stay in the loop about any time we've got something new going on. But again, we want to give ourselves room for the clay to spread. So we've done that dimple, and now I'm going to press up. And I just think it gives like a really cool, like almost vertebrae look. It's a lot of fun to work with. It's very different from like polymer clay and monster clay and things. But like I put water on my fingers constantly to keep it from sticking to me. I do have to use gloves with it because it will give me a rash. And I don't think I want it to go narrower. But it's very nice to work with, I think, once you get used to it. What time? The brand name, please. It is Freeform Air by Smooth On. And it's 24 hours to cure, but in my current work temperature, it says pot life is 60 minutes with a handling time of 4 hours at 3/8 inch thickness. So if you have it thicker than that, it cures faster. Ultimate Shore hardness is 50D, if that's useful to you. But yeah, Smooth On Freeform Air. And it's very nice to work with. It's one of my favorites. It's very, very durable. But I think I want to go wider on this. So I'm going to start building it back out. And we can use an airbrush, not an airbrush, a paintbrush, to give it a little bit more of a dimple. There we go. Yeah. And it has different behaviors at different stages of its cure time, if that makes sense. So like, it's very, very fluffy and sticks to things nicely when it's first mixed, but it doesn't necessarily hold details super well. So usually 30 minutes into the pot life is whenever I like to, I'll get things put on just as quick as I can. And then after 30 minutes have gone by, that's whenever I like to come in and do any stamping or any hand sculpted details, because it'll actually hold them. But just like with most mediums, the more you work with it, the more you'll find your favorite way. And it looks like I'm going to need to mix up another batch of clay. Because I kind of want little armored plates down the tip of the nose. All right, let's mix up another batch. So yeah, parts A and parts B. You can see how it sticks to my gloves. I'll show you what I do about that here in a little bit. Part equal parts A, part B. You can find the detail sheet, like the specifications, on the Smooth On website, and they actually have some tutorials and stuff too that go really deep into the specifications. Like, it works well with silicone molds. It sands and machines pretty nicely. So like, you can carve it too. But yeah, so it typically has an hour pot life whenever I've got it smushed out like this, but it's not gonna stay soft and supple and sticky like this, well, kind of sticky, for the entire hour. Whereas if I just left it like this, it's gonna cure much faster. So just something to keep in mind. So that's why I just smush it out to as close to 1/4 of an inch as I can to slow it down. And then I set it off to the side. And I'm trying to not just burn through gloves like a crazy person, so because we only have so many. So I just dip the same paper towel I've been using into some. I keep a little nasty teacup of water over here, and that's like my sacrificial teacup. That's what I dip my fingers into, and that's what I clean my tools off in. Oh, I think this paper towel's seen better days, y'all. I like to work with a fan on because I put in, we work, we start at 10 a.m. and we go until 8 p.m. And that's a long time to be hunkered over fumes. So it's not like working with barge cement or something where it's like, oh damn, like the whole house is wrecked if I do it inside. But I do like to have a vent on. And again, you'll want to check the product specifications and see if they say you definitely use. I don't think it says to use VOC long hours. Yeah, well, we're gearing up for our biggest event, one of our biggest events of the year, DragonCon in Atlanta, Georgia. And I was looking at my schedule and I was like, why do I always do this to myself that it's like taking us so long to, like, I should start my dragon heads earlier is what I was telling myself. And then I looked at it and I was like, well, I was making dragon heads for Anime St. Louis, and then best problem in the world, we sold them all. And then after Anime St. Louis, it was all about preparing for our midsummer auction. So I was doing a bunch of like dragon eye sculptures. What's MSDS? I don't know what that is. What? Okay, go ahead and relax where you're gonna stay. There you go. And then bye, Andrea. Oh, have yourself a wonderful nap. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow over on Kick. Ooh, what would happen if you run it through a pasta machine with plastic wrap or wax paper to protect the rollers, of course? Ooh, I don't know. It'd probably flatten out. You'd have to, I'd imagine you'd want to put some water onto the plastic wrap to like behave as a repel. I think I'm gonna make the little nose ridges like smoother. Because I imagine his nose is going to be all sensitive. Hey, Saki girl. Material safety data sheet. Yes. Yeah, you can tell I don't pay as much attention to those as I probably ought to. So I'm just using some water to blend it down. Hey, Karen Marketo. How are you doing today, Mama Kay? But my main question would be, what would you be wanting to do with the, like, why would you be sending it through the pasta machine? Are you wanting to, like, cut it out with, like, cookie cutters and stuff? Or just to get it thin so it doesn't cure as quickly? Ooh, I like that one triangle armor tip on the nose. Let's see. Do what, baby? Oh, awesome. Valerie says, do you have problems with other vendors trying to make dragons like yours, or with any other things that you make? Like morally or like physically in my booth? I guess I mean, just like how I'd be hard pressed to make your dragon, like I feel like it's just like with our jewelry. I can be at a craft show with 20 other wire wrappers, and my work still stands out as my work, and their work still stands out as their work. So, like, as dinos used to have, oh yeah, dinosaur. So, like, I didn't invent any of these techniques. I didn't invent, the materials. Like, I'm not sure what you're asking. It's getting kind of sticky up in here. Like, it's always nice if somebody isn't doing like a blatant ripoff of somebody else's work, but I do tutorials and stuff. Like, I highly encourage folks to make their own dragons. Woo! A whole tray of beads under the bed? That is awesome. All right, I've put too much water on that freeform air. I'm going to re-clean my gloves. Hey, Monday, how's it going? Monday, Monday, so good to me. My hands are like I keep thinking I'm dripping water down my wrist from the freeform air. It's sweat from inside my gloves. Okay. So I think I'm going to leave that one like that just until this spot cures up a little bit more. But it actually stick to kitchen wrap. Figured it wouldn't stick to wax paper. I would want it thin because I'm kind of used to building thickness based off of the number of sheets used. Gotcha. I don't know. It's certainly worth experimenting. Okay. Hey baby, what do you think of that nose? You like it? It looked like a pig nose this morning, he said. Alligatory? Yes. All right, so now I'm going to take that wet clay. I'm going to come in. Do I want to build down from here, or do I want to build up? I want to build up. Okay. So now I'm going to come through. Let me zoom back out so that y'all can see what's up. Hey Mosh, this one isn't a puppet. It's meant to be like worn on your head. But it's like I don't know. I like to put like a shroud on and just wear like dragon gloves. That way it's kind of like the dragon's a puppet, but I'm using my head to control it, if that makes sense. I'm making just a bunch of little round balls now. Ooh, sensory follicles. Oh, I like that. But the same techniques and concept could probably be incorporated, certainly at least the sculpting techniques might be able to be incorporated into a puppet. I've used the glass ball clay fairy house video as an inspiration for Alice in Wonderland. Oh, that's so cool, Coffee Bug. kinda, yeah. I'm accidentally, I guess, a furry. Oh no. how could this happen? I just wanted to dress up like a dragon. I don't know. I like to put on a silly outfit and go be silly. Like, Randy's like, I believe those are called skaties. Yes, they do glow. I'd show you if I hadn't lost my freaking... I had 2 of them, my black lights. But they also, we designed these to be wall sculptures when they're not worn. So it's like a dragon. Like, here, I can actually show you guys. This is what they look like when, for one, when they're finished, and also as a wall mount. Where's my freaking... There it is. My black light. Ooh. Okay, so... Okay. Come on. There we go. So everything that right here that the light's hitting is kind of basically the same as what we've got here on the dragon heads. I'm always losing the black light. But you can see they fluoresce, but they also glow in the dark. They don't have all their eyelids on yet. But it's going to be pretty cool, I think. I hope. With the blue glow and stuff. But all these ones here in the back are ready to receive their paint. And I was giving myself 7 days to get all the rest of these sculpted. Boop. But yeah, that's one of the wall mounts. 7 days to get everything sculpted before I have to start painting. But yeah, so some of them glow different colors. Like, I think this one actually glows purple. Oh yeah, that's so cool. I really like the teal, but you can see here these quartz crystals are backed with, these are genuine quartz crystals, but they're backed with a glow in the dark hot glue to attach them before we used the freeform air to attach it. But yeah, so there's the orange, which might be my favorite. So these all fluoresce, and you can kind of see it. I mean, I can't tell if it's glowing or not, y'all. I just work here. All right, back to it. That was a nice little brief moment to stretch my legs. So now I'm just gonna pro living room. Right now I'm making an African wild dog dragon puppet. Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh yeah, like a headdress. Yeah, no, you don't see through the eyes. You wear it like on top of your head. Like, think the White Witch in Narnia, whenever she like wears Aslan. That's terrible, but I don't know of a better way to put it.
Is that what I need to think about?
Do what?
Is that what I need to think about? Or is that what I need to think about?
Huh?
The White Witch?
Yeah.
That's what I need to think about?
What do you mean?
That's just weird.
It just, you just wear it like I don't know. I thought it'd be cool, like a Conan-esque barbarian sorceress wearing a dragon head, the way that Bardock wears his buddy's ear as like a pelt. Broly. I'm sorry. I'm just a poser fan, anyways. That's right. I'm not a real fan. Get good, scrub. Of the giant cardboard about the size of your mount to use as ears. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be wild. Do you have black lights in the booth to show them off until I lose them? Yeah. We bring so many, like, we've got black lights that are strapped down to things that are really hard for me to lose actively during the show while vending. But then we do also have the big flashlight ones that I will lose if it... Randy, Maddie, and Amy, who helped me in the booth, have learned that if they set it down, I will accidentally steal it and lose it. And then we also have these little thumb presser ones for whenever we're showing people. Because it's not just the dragons that fluoresce. If I can make something glow, I will do my best to do that. Yep. zip tying a black light into the underside of the grid cubes. That's the way to do it. All right. So what let me turn so you can actually see what I'm doing. What? Show people what you're doing in a live stream? That's absurd. Hey, Bree Dum Dum. How are you doing today? So yeah, I just want to... thank you, PT. Thank you so much for popping by. Have a great rest of your day. That was real nice. So now I can kind of press down. Ooh, I don't know. I'm really bad at naming stuff. Like, almost, it's almost worth bragging how bad I am at naming stuff. The only thing is this batch of freeform air was very, very gritty. Which isn't a problem until I try smoothing things out and making them be like smooth, because then it's, well, the grit starts showing. Sharko Riptide. Nice, that's badass though. Heck yeah, look at you. You're looking like a dragon. Like a real dragon. Wow. Oh man, this is about to fall off of my bed sock. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's all over my arm. Randy. I have chemicals. Alright, I gotta go wash. I'll be right back. So sweaty. Okay, I'll be back, you guys. Randy, look at this. You see what I did? I'm fine. Okay, this towel's now potentially chemically. Alrighty, y'all. I'm back. Yeah. I'm like pruny. Legit pruny from just stewing inside my gloves. It's not a on screen if you don't wander off screen at some point or several points. Were we out of frame again? I'll post on TikTok and repost on YouTube after the TikTok one loads and posts. All right, on. Ooh, coffee break. Cheers, everybody. That's a cool name, Congo. All gone. Okay. Well, we stream until 6 o'clock today is part of our work schedule, but we'll be streaming on Kick tomorrow from 3 to 6, so the same time slot, but we have like Hummingbird camera, and it'll be like widescreen instead of this vertical crap that YouTube seems to like. Which isn't so bad. Like, it's easy enough on me, but like I prefer to watch widescreen stuff personally. Oh, nice. Fresh, clean gloves. Num num num. I think so. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm very concerned about maintaining production, but I've been doing good. And now I'm still going to be sculpting in the morning just to make sure I do get some actual work done, but and I work until 8 tonight, so that'll be what that is too. But yeah, this is a great way to lend expression. A little bit more of a smile or a snarl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. Yesterday I did have 3 heads done by now, but 2 of them were the gazelle type that didn't have eyes, didn't have snouts. So consider this y'all's warning. We may only have an hour-long stream tomorrow on Kick, where we'll just be chit-chatting. It'll probably be my afternoon coffee break. But at least we got to sculpt together a little bit today. But I just desperately need these dragons done. And I love live streaming, but it does cut into productivity by a significant amount. There we go. And then, if I really want this front nose area to be like very, very symmetrical, I can always sand it a little bit. After it's all cured. But for now, I'm just gonna blend a little bit more clay. Oh. Ooh, the new Paw Patrol with my dragon and S's. All right on. Well, I hope you have a really good time. We went to the movie theater recently. Got to see the new Spooderman, which I was very excited about. Are you streaming next week? I would like to. I would really like to be able to maintain at least doing an hour-long check-in to hang out with folks a little bit, just keep everybody in the loop of what's new, what's going on, get to catch up with y'all a little bit. But I don't know if we'll be doing our full time slot that we normally do. And honestly, I'd rather cut back on the streams this week, get the dragons done and sculpting, and then we can paint together in the streams. Because that's paint a little, chat a little, you know? So I'm going to let this set up because I want these ones... Do I want texture on them? Yeah, I do. Okay. Dokily, dokily. You've convinced me. But yeah, this way we can just make the nose a little more symmetrical than what it was. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it can just be a little more symmetrical. How's it going, baby? Dude, Randy just got done with another one. All right. So that's your last one. It's looking good. But good job, baby. The next thing to do will be to make the stretchy extenders so that we can clasp them. And then I'll sew the things and stuff. Do it? Yes, the elastics. Oh, you're good, Moth.
I will be connecting them tomorrow.
As soon as I'll get off to post and get on again. Also, new sub. Oh, well, thank you so much for subscribing. Modeling time. That's all you get. That's all the modeling Randy does. That's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna see. Yes, we were texturing it, right? I'm so tired. That's been the big problem this year, is the heat has been just taking it out of me. But other than that, productivity has really been up, which is fantastic because I just like gamifying my life, basically. And whenever I play The Sims, ever since I was as a kid, I'd be playing The Sims and it's like, well, time to do the daily grind. And my sim would like make like 100 gnomes or something, like on the woodworking bench. And so now I get to just LARP playing The Sims. The ice pack isn't even cold. It's so hot in here, you guys. Randy is having to put his phone on an ice pack so it'll cool down enough so it'll charge. Oh, Kitsune. Oh, that's rough. Okay, so now we have the texture on there. I'm just going to leave it alone. Or do we want to add some more stuff? Yeah, let's add some more stuff to the to the horns. Oh yeah? Do we need to order more of those? I think we should.
I think I still have a half a pound.
Oh, okay. 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 So I'm trying to have both of the horns in frame at the same time. And I'm afraid I'll just have both of them be slightly out of frame at the same time. But, you know, it is what it is. And so now I'm coming through and just using a paintbrush to really press down that seam. I want to get it nice and blended. There we go. And hopefully you'll be able to see better on this side what it is that I'm doing. Oh no, everybody's jank glue guns. Hmm? Randy says he likes them too, but I'm super duper digging them. It's the little things that make the dragon's personality just start to bloom. Oh, bumping into the tripod. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So this is tricky. This one's not done yet. Well, let's move on to the next dragon. Which I think I'm going to give this one. She's going to be like a deep sea peacock dragon. Whoop, whoop. So my first step is I always want to make sure that I'm covering all of the hot glue. So this is another example of a nose that is not done yet, but she's getting there. This one's a diva? Yeah, she is. So yeah, just getting there we go. Girl, you need eyelids. You look like you don't have any eyelids. All right. Well, first we gotta shave your eyeballs. So come here. That's a terrible noise. I'll be doing that later. But yeah, I like to clean off the eyeballs from the buildup of material, but that's not always an option. So, Queen of the Sea, yes. Well, we did that with a dirty old sponge, like a little sea sponge. So again, making the noodle, splitting the noodle. So before I get into blending it too hard, I want to make sure, well, thank you, White. Excuse me. Right? Yeah, eyelids go a long way. Like a super duper long way. Oh no, he's bald. Give him some fur, that'll be good. Put a little fuzz on it. And again, I'm just using the space between my finger and thumb, pressing up against the hard surface to determine how much material is getting deposited. And then I just push it forward. Because my hands are, I guess, as close to the symmetrical to each other, you know, as possible. I don't know, I never actually measured it, but it gives me something that's replicable, reproducible on each side. And so I'm just kind of pinch smushing, pushing all that material forward. And I'm going to break this into 2 logs as well. It's losing its stickiness, so I want to get the nostrils figured out. Ocean man, take me by the hand, take me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, it's a real trip. Ocean man. Down, 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 down. And again, the nice thing is, since the base of the nose is cured, if I don't like, I can experiment and stuff. And if I'm like, ooh, I do not like this, I can just go, and it's off. Like, but that's okay. Experimentation makes life spicy. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. She missing like a chunk, but that's alright. We're doing a rhinoplasty today, y'all. And again, having something firm to resist against, to blend out, it just makes such a big difference to me, as opposed to trying to sculpt the whole piece up from like trying to sculpt it all at once without letting it cure. Oh, I love that. Okay. Just sticking my fingers up the dragon's nose. Nothing to see here. But I am quickly running into, as this cures, it's going to get grittier and grittier as I try to blend things out. So let's focus up on the eyeballs. So I'm just using a paintbrush to kind of smooth along. And again, it's really nice that this bottom lid is already cured. Do what, baby? The Dragon Cosmetic Surgeon. Or dragonplasty. So just getting that smoothed out. Ugh, I can keep doing that. I know, baby. Loosen the clamp and then tighten the clamp. Tighten the clamp extra so it stops squeaking off. How do you go about that? Do you have a DVD player or something hooked up to them? The way that we run the TV in our booth is it's a smart TV. I don't know if that makes a difference, but Randy says it doesn't. We use a USB thumb drive in the HDMI port that has like a
USB port.
huh?
In the USB.
Oh, in the USB port. And then we just made a 10-hour loop of the video that we wanted to play that like showed that stuff was handmade. I'm now the coffee break instigator. Yes. I am okay with this. Is that a dragon? Kinda. Do it. It's a part of one. Yeah, it's a dragon. Rawr. Rawr. But yeah, and this isn't even the last stage of this nose, so we'll be able to smooth out some more of the details. We'll be able to balance things out a little bit more in future layers. Actually, none of that material needs to be there. And again, it's very important to look at it from different angles because what's looking symmetrical from one angle is quite evidently lopsided from another, and that's okay. So there's another big, like, just hard chunk goober. That okay. It's a real truth. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh?
Why is that dragon next to the big nostrils?
Because he got big boogers. Randy, I'm glad you laugh at my jokes. It's very sweet of you.
Joke out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well. Like, thank goodness. Ooh, apricot preserves in your coffee. I've never heard of that. I bet that's tasty. Okay. So this is not going to be the last layer that I do on these eyes. So I'm not super worried about it holding the cabochon particularly well. I mean, the cab's pretty much already in there. But I do want to make sure that they're symmetrical. As much as possible. What do you think, baby?
Yeah.
You digging it?
Yeah.
There's silly schnoz and everything. So I've still got these 2 little logs.
How many dragons you said you're doing this year?
We are doing 21 dragons this year over the next couple of days. I've got 7 more days on my schedule to sculpt them before it's like, all right, time to, anybody who's not sculpted to completion by the 7th day just gets cut, and we'll resume them when we get home. Thank you. It's been, we've been working all year to get to where we had like the molds made so that we could do the casts, and then made all the casts that we could, and it turned out that we didn't have the correct parts of part A and part B of the Foamit 8, so we weren't able to produce nearly so many as what we intended to with our own foam cast heads. So, but that's okay, because we found that out with enough time to just order a bunch of Crazy Bones ram skulls off the internet from the Amazonians, and those make fantastic bases as well, just because they're hollow, they're super lightweight. It's honestly probably more affordable than buying the foam and things, but it makes it to where, like, this one was actually a Crazy Bones skull base. Yeah, it's probably more affordable than making the molds and casting the foam and stuff, but we're only able to do so many, you know, sizes and styles and designs using the Crazy Bones skulls. Which, as you can see, it's still not a huge limiting factor, but it's just something to be considered. Okay, so there's the last bit of that clay used up. And now, where's my dirty sponge? Sponge! Oh, here you are. Okay, so this thing is literally crunchy from all the freeform air that's in it, but I like to hydrate the crunchy sponge. He's finished. First I thought he was ugly as a different dragon named Scribbles, but now he's named Echo, and he's an African wild dog. Oh, I love that. Ooh. And now I'm going to take our crunchy, damp sponge and just whack the out of... Oh no! Some of my sponge broke off. It's okay. We got this. I mean, just really cramming it in there. Trying to dodge the eyelid. And see right there, I just goobered up my eyelid. That's perfectly fine. These things happen. Don't focus on trying to make a perfect piece. Just be like, okay, if this messes up, what do I do to fix it? And you'll be unstoppable. Because the mistakes, if I had to place bets on each of my pieces, I'd be like, I bet I'm gonna make a terrible mistake. As opposed to betting on, I bet I'm going to sculpt a perfect dragon with no mess-ups. And so with that being the case, just knowing how to recover from it is a really great start. Take me by the hand, take me to understand. So I kind of want to add a little bit of like texture. So I'm going to take a palette knife. I'm going to get it wet, and then I'm just going to come in here and go like, whoop, and I'm going to lift just a little and press just a little. to make that gap. So there's one, and then I'm just going to cut in, lift just a little, and then press just a little to make that space. And then I'm going to cut in, lift, and then press. I'm going to cut in, lift, and then press. And from here, I'm going to get this paintbrush down. And I'm just going to get it up underneath, and then I'm just going to press up to just gently shape. I do not want to use a lot of water here because it can soften these little tips. And I don't want them softened. I want them nice and stout and durable. But I do want just a little bit of shaping if we can swing it. Well, that sounds cool. Some piercings. And so now she's got some really cool texture. And we did 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts on that eye. Oh, Chibi, do you mean to keep the eye clean? It cleans off real easy with rubbing alcohol. So there's one, lifting forward and pressing back. You see, like right there, I just goobied it up. Is that okay? We can take it and just smush everything back together. Like it never even happened. And then lift and press. We're going to cut in and lift and then press. And then we're going to cut in and lift and whoop. Let's make sure it catches. That's what the water's for, is to keep it from and then we'll cut in, lift, and then press. Oh, some clay waves on the horns. That'd be cool. And so now I gotta figure out how to do a mosquito has bitten me on like the back of my armpit, and that's the worst. I don't like it at all. Like, I would totally make a pact with the mosquitoes where I just put a bag of blood on the porch and be like, just don't bite me. But they insist upon being jerks about it. So my left hand is not so good as my right hand, but that's okay, because if I don't practice, then I won't get better. Ah, okay. Well, the silicone brushes, what I've found is they don't retain moisture. So the freeform air will actually stick and drag to the silicone much more than it will a paintbrush. I'm going to try to pet that fur out of, or at least, there we go, got a little hair out of it. So kind of to demonstrate, I'm going to use this paintbrush, or this silicone conical tip. I have to dip it into the water and then drag some texture on. And I'm going to do the tops of these first, because then we'll kind of give the eyes a little bit of like a lash lift whenever we come in from below to go like, ooh. Let me zoom in for you guys. And these little lines may not seem like they're going to do much, but man, when we start getting the paint on there, it makes all the difference in the world to have these little details. Oh, big baby. So that's how that eye's looking. Yeah, that may work, Chibi. Buy some instant coffee, put in a spray bottle with water, and spray it around the outside to ward off mosquitoes. Ooh, okay. My first polymer clay jar is officially in the oven. Fingers crossed it bakes well. Oh, Sabea, that's so exciting. Coffee deters mosquitoes. Wow. Where'd the eyeball go? There's the eyeball. Bye, moths. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you, baby. Washing my hands. Oh, well, hey, Amanda. I didn't see you come in, but have a great rest of your night. Bye, White. Thank you so much to everybody who's been hanging out with us in today's stream. I've really been enjoying getting to sculpt together, though this may be the only time we get to do that, just for the sake of getting everything done in time for DragonCon. But keep an eye on the newsletter, because I do fully intend to still go live on Kick. We just may not be streaming for as long as what we normally do. But I figure if nothing else, it'll give... Oh, I'm not in frame at all. I'm sorry, you guys. It'll give us an opportunity to have a little bit of a break and catch our breath and hang out with y'all for a coffee break in the craft room. How did I do that on the other eye? Okay. Alrighty. Okay. There she blows. Where's my dirty sponge? There's my dirty sponge. What's she doing? The world will never know, because I'm out of frame. What was it? I was watching one of my friend's stream earlier, and she was like, for everybody who's asking why this isn't perfect, mind your own business. That was funny, yeah. Well, she's looking a lot more like herself than what she was earlier. And that's a tremendous start. I think I'll be smoothing that out with some more clay in a little bit. Ooh, first corn on the cob. Official Vaughn stream. She was out of frame again. Oh, hey, Hannah. How's it going? Ooh, I'm whooped, y'all. we're gonna go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us in today's stream. If y'all have any questions, leave a comment or send me an email, and we'll do our best to get back to you. My pruny fingers. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, I see, Moth. But now it's bye-bye for real. And good luck to everybody and everything that you're doing. We will see you tomorrow in our Kick live stream. And until then, happy crafting. Mwah. Bye.